Dig in a new path for a new journey. This is Go Island. You are watching Go Island. I am Mary Ruth Harris. We are on location at the John Hart Dam. We are actually on BC Hydro property where they're building the new trail because the Canyon View Trail is going to be closed in a particular area during the construction phase over the next 5 years. So they're building a new trail that gives you another loop around that you can go up to the top ridge way up there and watch the construction unfold over the next 5 years. It's a $940 million project over the next 5 years. There is jobs at every level, and right now these guys are working so hard to get this trail up and running, and they want it open by Labor Day weekend. This whole show today is about journeys. We are taking a journey to a celebration, we are taking a journey through a garden, and a journey to a rodeo. Now that is going to be fun. But we are going to start here in Campbell River with, what are we doing?
Aquarium.
Aquarium. Oh, right. That's what we're doing. We are going under the sea. So you're watching Go Island. This is a map that's on location that describes everything. So Stephen, show us what's going on here. So the green.
Yeah, so there's a few trails here, but this is the most prominent one. It's the Canyon View Trail. It's in orange, and it goes through along this area, across the Generating Station area, and then up and connects to the Canyon View Trail this way. So this is the Canyon View Trail. It's one of the most popular trails in Campbell River. So this purple line shows the Station View Trail. So we were here earlier in this section right here in the park. Come across the access road, and then this is where it loops up around the construction activity, up the pipeline, surge towers, and connecting back in.
Okay. So the Canyon View Trail is still open until construction starts, but in this fall, by Labor Day, this part of the Canyon View Trail will be closed off, and then they'll have to reroute themselves on this pink trail.
That's correct. So in this fall, sometime this fall, this will be closed off, and people will be rerouted for about 5 years during the construction phase. And then once this finishes in 2018, we will reestablish a trail somewhere along or near the river post-construction.
Cool.
Yeah. Well,
that's fabulous. All right, we're continuing on with our journey. We are going to the rodeo. You're watching Go Island. I'm Mary Ruth Harris. We're on location with Stephen Watson, who is in charge of communication for the renovation. That's a good word, right?
Sure.
Up at the John Hart Dam. This is the renovation of the trail. They're moving it, making it bigger, better for you. Tell us what's going on here.
Well, this is the beginning of the Station View Trail. It's Campbell River is just behind us, and it'll connect to the Canyon View Trail. So this section of the trail is in the BC Parks, Elk Falls Provincial Parks. We work with BC Parks, park use permits, and essentially this trail's finished. We've got some nice crush on it, and it's looking really good. So it's about a 100-meter stretch here.
Okay, and it's not open yet?
The trail, we anticipate opening in August, but certainly by Labor Day weekend.
Fabulous, fabulous. Now, Stephen's going to stay with us through the whole show. We're going to give you little pieces of information all the way along. It's a day of journeys, and right now we're going on a bike journey with Boomer's Ride. You're watching Go Island, and we are on location at the new leg of the trail up at John Hart Dam in Campbell River. This is Stephen Watson joining me. He's in charge of communications for this huge project for the next 5 years. We're standing on a brand new bridge.
Yeah, we are. It's it's about 1.5 kilometers in distance from start to finish. It's about $550,000, but there's some stream crossings and some elevation changes that we have to go through. So it's a mixture of fir. We'll have metal grating on the surface so it prevents slipping because people like to run. Yes. And walk, so that's important. So this is one of the few crossings that we go across.
Excellent. Now, this is the trail that's just being worked on, right? Like this is just the part, this is now BC Hydro land.
This is BC Hydro property, so right now we have equipment going back and forth, so this isn't the finished product. We'll have crush going on top, it'll be finished nicely. But for right now, you'll see them, we have an excavator working up the hill and getting things just right.
Okay. Now, how many bridges are there going to be in the new trail, like to get across things?
I don't know the answer to that. How many is there?
There's going to be
Sorry, we're up to
2 bridges and about 240 feet of boardwalk. construction. So you'll see ahead here there's some boardwalk with some bridge and another 20-foot bridge, and that will be it.
Cool. We'll have to get your name afterwards.
Okay, this is supposed to be live.
It is. So, oh, you got some broom there, don't you? Are you going to try to get rid of that?
Well, there's broom on our property and up above there's along the right-of-way. So we're going to remove the broom that's along the trail area, but not the whole property itself.
All right, sadly. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we are now going to, speaking of flowers, we are now going to take a stroll through some local gardens. Can't you smell them? It's so aromatic. You're watching Go Island, and that excavator is making a new trail through this amazing piece of property that it's owned by BC Hydro. They're going to open it up for you to walk through. It's a continuation of the Canyon View Trail during the construction of the John Hart Dam. So how long is this going to take?
Well, the trail itself is going to be finished this summer and operational by Labor Day. In terms of the John Hart Generating Station replacement project, that's going to start this fall and last for 5 years. So what we're going to do with that project is replace the 3 above-ground wood steel pipelines with an underground tunnel about 60 meters below the surface, about 6.5 to 8 meters in diameter. It's going to go to a new replacement generating station with a little more efficiency, a little more reliability. It also has a water bypass facility to protect fish habitat downstream. So all during that time, the existing station will be running, and then it can be commissioned and then eventually removed in place of the new station itself. So lots of activity, but this is the safe area that we're going to allow people to move around the site to connect the Canyon View Trail. And up above, there'll be a lookout where people can actually look down on the construction site.
That was what I was going to ask. So people can actually come up this trail and they can go stand and watch all the construction as it's unfolding.
Absolutely, they'll get their heart moving as they go up this section of the trail. But once they get to the top, there'll be some kiosks and some overviews of what's happening and look down upon this activity. And up above, a little further up on the site, we'll have a community site office where people can see the interaction of the pictures and diagrams and the latest information.
That is awesome. Now, Bill Wright, who we were talking to earlier, who popped onto camera.
He's got a lot of really good
unannounced.
information.
He was saying that there's going to be other things on the trail. So is there going to be markings on the trail, and like what's that going to look like for people?
Well, the way this trail is designed, it's basically to last during the construction phase. So it's about 5 years, and then it'll be remediated and put back to a natural state. And then, as I say, the Canyon View Trail will be reestablished near the river. So we'll have interpretive kiosks here and there, but by and large, we're going to hang our hat on the community site office for pictures, and we'll have a touch screen where people can see construction videos and all kinds of different things. So it'll be interactive too, absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun. We like touch screens, don't we? And how long till you get to the top of the hill?
Well, actually, this is really to get the heart rate going is this section right here. So, it's maybe 100 yards up, but you can see we actually cut a stump in half, and there's some unique things that Bill Wright and Uplands Excavating, who's doing the contractor doing the work, are completing to make it fit naturally into the environment. Okay. So they're doing a good job. So it'd be interesting to see people decide to come down this hill, or they loop around the river the other side to come down it. So, but I leave that decision up to them.
All right, and now everybody's in the mood for a bit of a celebration. Here is Raji Kabli. You've been watching Go Island. I'm Mary Ruth Harris, and joining me has been Stephen Watson. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
And a big shout out to Bill Wright. I think he's somewhere behind us. And this has been a fantastic experience. These bridges are going to be here for the next 5 years to make sure that you stay safe while you're out walking or running or skipping through the trail. This is what it looks like right now, but this is not the finished gravel. It's going to have, what's it going to have on it?
It's going to have crushed gravel on it.
Crushed gravel on it, and there'll be some nice edging going on.
Well, it'll be crowned a bit, so we have good drainage.
Okay, great. So there you have it. This is the new part of the trail opening up sometime before Labor Day weekend. And yeah, thank you for watching, and we will see you next week. Have a fabulous weekend. It's Friday.
Absolutely.
Have a great weekend.